episode 5 of Mobility Mondays. We're just going to start off with a little shoulder warm-up. And what I'm going to have you do is you're just going to hold your arm up like it's hanging on a tabletop. And you're just going to go to 90 degrees. So do some external rotations. You can make a fist if you need to. But just try to get to about the level of your head, maybe even a little bit more. But starting about chest height. And this is going to be activating the rotator cuff muscles, which are really important for shoulder stabilization. And if those muscles are locked up, they restrict a lot of your muscles in your shoulder, like reaching behind your head and things like that. So do about a set of 15 and then rest. Make sure you're very strict on the elbow positioning. Like imagine it's leaning on a table or something, and you're just focusing on the rotation. So it's not like moving all over the place. It's just really fixed, and then only your fist is moving. Yeah, and really tire out those stabilizing muscles, but that's the way to get it warmed up. And then we'll do one more set of 15. Whenever you guys are ready. So just shake them off, shake them out, let some blood flow return on them, and then do another set of 15. A way to progress this when you're warming up for a workout is adding little plates in your hands, or even using a band that's going to be tethered to right in front of you, so like a doorknob or something about that height. Good work. This next one is going to be a little tougher than that one. I like to call it the swimmer workout. So it's just going to be, you're going to be in your stomach like this. And the rule is that your hands never touch the ground. So it's just like you're going to have your arms out behind you, and then you're going to bring them behind your back like this, and then reset. So that counts as 1. So start off with your thumbs towards the ceiling, and then they'll end with your palm towards the ceiling. Do reps of that. And what's really good about this one is it activates a lot of the thoracic and scapular muscles that, combats the improper posture that you have when you're sitting at a desk all day. Try to do a set of 10, and I'll do it with you guys because this one's just really, really good. So start off with your thumbs up, and as you go towards your back, like you're getting handcuffed, your palms are going to be up towards the ceiling. And just sit up for me when you guys are done so I can demonstrate the next one. And then the next one is kind of a complementary mobility drill for that one. Is going to be the snow angels. So you're just going to lay on your back this time. So your elbow and the back of your hand should be touching the ground, and then you're just going to try to extend it up all the way, And then bring it back to your side like this. So you should be sweeping the floor and getting the dust off of it with your elbow and your palm. And then try to extend as much as you can when you get to the top. And if you're tight, you're going to feel all of these muscles right here, like your lats and your pecs and your shoulders. As well as getting those shoulder stabilizers activated the whole time that we've been warming up this whole time. There's kind of a shoulder episode. Really try to maintain the contact with your elbow and palm on the ground. So just do about 15 of those, and then we can move on. Try to exhale when your arms are overhead, and then inhale when you bring them down. All right, good job. Good thing you guys are seated, because the next one is just going to be the pretzel stretch. So you're just going to have sit down in a long sit, crisscross one leg over the other like this, and then use this arm as an arm bar to facilitate a twist in your trunk like this. So that elbow should be pulling your knees away from you, so you can feel a stretch on the hamstring on the bottom leg, the glutes on the top leg, and then your lower back, your trunk. Might even get a pop or two from your spine, kind of a way to adjust yourself. And then after about 30 seconds, you can switch over to the other side.
Efren and I are doing it opposite. If my left knee is up, isn't my left elbow?
No, it would be your right elbow.
Damn, okay. I did it wrong.
I'm ready and done. I don't know what you were doing.
Thanks for correcting me. No, I mean, he was seeing. Anyways, I've got
Something no matter what. All right, next one's going to be a good way to loosen up your hip flexors. So instead of stretching, we're actually going to be activating like the deep hip flexor muscles that we tend to ignore. And this is going to be tough, but I'm already in the position that I'm going to be at with my toes maybe pointed a little bit. And then you're just going to lift one at a time like this. So this is going to be hard, but try to plant your hands in an advantageous way for you to get a lever to lift your legs up off the floor. Just like this, and you'll feel a burn right in the groin area where your quad attaches to your hip bone. Try to just do 10 on each side. And so the next level is, if there's something we got to work on, I like to have like a little target. So this is going to be like a 55-pound kettlebell. So it's a certain height. And what I'm just going to try to do is I'm just going to straight leg raise over it. Over and up and over and over and up. Just like that. So instead of just lifting, I'm actually bringing it outwards as well. And then to go crazy, you can go 2 at once. Like that. So if you guys can have like a little target that's like this height, you know, a little few inches off the ground, or you can just have an imaginary object there. Try to do 5 up and overs on each leg. Dude, Eford is just going like hyper speed. Oh my god, this is like so easy for him. You feel a lot in your quads, so I like that one a lot. Try to keep your knees straight the whole time. Good. Alright, next, transition right over to the butterfly stretch, just because you guys are already in that position. So heels together, grab your toes, and what you can do is you can push your elbows down on your thighs, like this, and then lean forward. So static hold for this one, just really stretching out your hip joint and your groin muscles. This one I like just because I can see like the asymmetries. Like for me, I always like to point out that my left hip, this hip right here, is a little bit higher than my right one for no apparent reason. So then when I do the stretch, I actually push and kind of lean towards that side a little bit more. And then if I do like 3 or 4 reps of this stretch, it kind of loosens up and lowers down a little bit. And no doubt if I just did this over time a little bit more, like it would actually equalize over time. So functionally, I notice that when I'm trying to cross my legs when I'm sitting and stuff, like my left is a lot tighter. And this is just one of the tests that I do to try to see that decrease in hip mobility on one side versus the other. All right, next. Got a couple more, but this next one we're going to do child's pose again, but we're going to go in 3 different directions. So the first one is just going to be the classic, where we're just going to go straight ahead, you know? So holding that for 30 seconds. On your knees, hands and knees. Sit on your heels, reach as far as you can forward. Feel it in your lats, like as you're exhaling, try to push down on the ground with your palms. Good. And then next, we're going to stretch out the lats and the obliques a little bit more. So what you're going to do is just going to take one arm and crisscross it over the other. So have your child's pose set up, and then crisscross it over the other, and then sit on your heels. Do about 30 seconds there, and then Start up again, crisscross your other arm over your planted arm, and then sit on your heels. Good work. All right, last one, we're just going to stretch out our calves and hamstrings. And you're going to be kind of in that position. And so you're going to take one leg and crisscross it over the other like this. Be in a plank position and then do like a downward dog with your legs straight. So the leg on the ground should be straight. And then you're going to raise your butt up towards the ceiling. 30 seconds on each side. It's important that you get your legs straight before you start doing the downward dog. This way I'll be done in like 1 minute. All right, once you guys are done, just sit up. Let me know that you're ready. So that concludes today's episode. I just want to thank you guys for coming and all the support that you always show week by week. It really means a lot to me. And hopefully see you guys again next week. Good? All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.